I can't even see the Koopling.
He's the one on the. Isn't he the one on the ball?
Well, who?
He's the one who uses the ball,
Lemmy?
right?
I think it's his name, Lemmy.
Lemmy?
Something like that.
He uses the bouncy ball, right?
I
He's cool.
think.
I like that guy.
We'll see. But as yes, like Lemmy, we'll find out real quick. Whether or not he takes the game is probably going to be the determinator of that. But we have game 1 on Smashville. Bowser Jr. versus Ike. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've almost never seen this matchup anywhere. But I'd imagine that Ike has a fairly good time in this matchup given his superior range. Bowser Jr. isn't necessarily the most equipped to deal with a sword, in my opinion, outside of Side B, which is, you know, a fairly okay with punish tool, but
that could 0-60 Bowser.
Yeah, but 0 to 60 kind of hurts and says, I don't care about your sword, I don't care about your neutral. Hold this damage.
Yeah, Ike will literally up B every single time they're cornered. If they're shielding cornered, they're gonna up B.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of like, why not? You can't punish it, right? It's very, very rare.
It's really broken.
Yeah, unless you have like a counter maybe, but it's hard. It's hard.
So for those that don't know, it's a frame 15 up B, but its armor starts on frame 5. And it hits super hard, and if he misses, he just goes back to ledge. So that's why Ike's just going to spam it there.
I kind of like the mix-up there from BTraytor. Never seen that before. Using one of the cannonballs and dropping it right over the ledge. I'm curious if it has a hitbox as it falls.
Triple hit!
Uh-oh. But who cares about cannon hitboxes when you're taking 40 from a quick Ike string? Uh-oh. Scary stuff. Up air covering pretty much the entire platform right there. No options on the tech. All right, now I like the Koopling to stop the recovery. Is this going to be a conversion? Not quite. So BTraytor definitely looking like he has some experience in this matchup. Respecting the Ike side B, not really falling for the mix-up. Not giving Ike free stage control from side B. And pressuring where he needs to, and nice conversion on that edge guard right
It worked out, but if Ike pressed up B, that would have been a stock trade.
Yeah, and that's why it's, you know, it's kind of scary sometimes you try to edge guard Ike. He could always just say, you know what?
Yeah, that's why it's like, okay, you could say it's good because it worked out, but that's just say to up through 3 up airs. Oh, it's tied almost.
Uh-oh. And that's the nature of this game, right? Very, very few neutral interactions are required at high levels of play to get them to
well, it's more of a Bowser Jr. grab spam up air combo. That's like Bowser Jr. always wants up air, or grab up air, or side B up air from low percent.
True. He wants a grab, period.
No, more like he just wants an up air period, and there's ways to get it.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't know if he can, I don't know if he has time to worry about up air when he's getting absolutely mauled on the ledge right now. But yeah, it's just honestly staying under the platform and staying in control of this stage. I feel like, oh wow, okay, interesting interaction right there. And then there's the other mix-up too. I could just air dodge to the ledge, but because you have to respect the up B, you can't really challenge Ike in those instances all the time. All right, so it's going to be. Wow.
Yeah, but enough. You gotta control center now. In those situations, you just have to like shield and center and make sure he's forced to the ledge.
Yeah, at the very least, that's what you can do, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else. You can't really stop him. You kind of just like, okay, well, I can't really do much except hold center.
Yeah, take what you can get. Yeah. Positioning is important.
He's gonna get a free ledge, and there's nothing you can do that.
Okay, nice cannonball coverage from BTraytor. And honestly, it just takes one up tilt. One up air, one up tilt.
I would not want to get hit by this dash attack. That sounds horrible.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna explode if he gets hit by it. Up tilt. How heavy is this?
Well, up air.
All right, that's gonna be it for game 1. So solid play coming out from Yez. Honestly, I don't know too much about Bowser Jr., but like from my understanding, he's kind of like pseudo Sonic, right?
What?
You want side B. You want to use side B for like a lot of your pressure and a lot of your strings. Like you play, he's not Sonic in the sense that,
I guess he's bad Sonic.
Yeah, that's another way to put it.
That's a more accurate way to put it.
It's just like he has side B, right? And it's a tool that forces him or forces you to respect some kind of space around Bowser Jr. because the super armor, it's relatively fast, it crosses you up and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
right?
except his mix-up trees. I feel like, I mean, he is side B, but it's a worse side B.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's necessarily the best, but it's something that he has.
Yeah, so one of the things I want to mention is, like, he does have armor and stuff, but he doesn't really get the threat and grab mix-up. So if you do have a fresh shield, sure, he can do, like, things like jump away, and he can do, like, the down air and stuff. But If you're patient and have fresh shield, you can just out-patient, not have to worry about the grab mix-up, especially if you have a lead against them, but most people aren't going to fully play the matchup like that, so...
Yeah, that is true. But I brought it up in the first place because we started on Smashville, and I feel like that lack of space definitely benefited Yez a lot more than it did BTraytor.
Well,
excuse me.
It's more. I also think that that platform is the perfect height for Ike's full hop to land on.
True. Would you
So,
say it's best stage?
It's just a really good platform height for Ike.
Would you say it's his best stage? Would you say there's another stage that would be a little bit better as far as starters go?
He's really good there, and I know he's really good there, and I know he's really good on Battlefield. And I know he doesn't like FD. That's all I know.
All right,
for sure.
so-
That's all I know for sure.
Okay, well, we'll see Tao. So again, getting a little bit more space for BTraytor to kind of set up and to play these card mind games, and we see it a little bit more. But Yez, very very talented player, already well aware of the card shenanigans. For the up airs. All right, nice grab. And that's kind of the weirdest change from Smash Forward to Ultimate for me. Is Bowser Jr. is. Oh, goodbye. Okay, almost.
No, not even
But,
that. Not even that almost. Oh, you want to know something
Yeah,
funny,
I
actually?
see this.
If you hit Bowser Jr.'s cart, I think it does less damage to Bowser Jr.
I was shocked he wasn't anywhere near the bottom when I hit. But even though we see more cart shenanigans coming out from BTraytor, Yez is just keeping the corner, holding his space, right? And it just goes to show how experienced he is in this matchup in general. Despite there not being that many Bowser Jr., so I'm very curious as to where he learned from this matchup, to be honest.
Cannonball says no. You want to know something funny about the
Cannonball
Cannonball? Alright, whose Cannonball wins? Bowser Jr.'s or King K. Rool, or does it just trade?
Trades, that'd be my guess.
I think Bowser Jr.'s just goes through it.
What?
Yeah. And you know what the funny thing is? It's a smaller Cannonball, too. So you wouldn't even think that. But it just goes through. It just is like, that one's better.
We'll just say density. There we go. We'll go with density.
It's literally the more powerful one.
Thank God this character is better. I don't want to do a cannonball. Oh, there's a B mix-up. But so far, trading off the damage with the Koopa Link, I'm not sure how BTraytor is going to get this stock off of Yez at the moment. Yez is just, again, kind of playing the same thing he was before.
I'm supposed to have a shield. Even on the high ceiling in the game, still kills.
Oh, yeah, super strong. All right, and more Ike spacing. All I see is big giant sword beat small minecart. And what are you going to do about it, BTraytor? That's the real question. Okay, forward airs to challenge Ike whenever he's jumping, definitely not a bad thing to try out. So one of Ike's premier weaknesses in my mind is the fact that he does not have the best frame data, especially on his aerials. So you can often air to him before he gets his aerial out.
Yes, he keeps jumping there, and BTraytor is never reading the double jump that Yes is doing.
Yeah, I want to attribute that kind of to the mix-up that we talked about earlier with Ike.
Oh!
Side B,
Oh!
right? Oh, good pressure, though. Good pressure.
Maybe Yes should have air dodged neutral and then held away, just in case, so he doesn't drift in. Because generally, Bowser Jr., you're just, of course, going to drift in. Just in case you're wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Damage.
All right, big damage coming out from the up B there. And we see the cannonball to kind of control the space in front and in the air in front of BTraytor, but not quite getting the hit there. But definitely get this conversion. I don't think there's a jump here. Okay, no, there's a jump. There's a jump.
This is even.
Uh-oh.
He's winning, barely.
All right, good hit. Momentum stiff. Force smash.
His jab is
Okay,
so
this
good.
jab is actually terrifying. For whatever reason, Bowser Jr.'s jab actually kills. I don't understand why. Ooh. Forward air. Alright, BTraytor trying to respect the space. Air dodging in, but that... out of the thing.
F tilt?
Oh, no.
Oh, he dropped shield by accident. I think he dropped shield by accident.
Oh, no.
And the other thing is that might have been an accidental F smash. He could have maybe tried to F tilt. I don't know. But he could have just shielded it easily. I think he dropped shield by accident.
That definitely felt like a whole lot of spaghetti right there. I don't believe that was an intentional F smash. But being real, I would have got hit there too. I was not gonna say, oh, he's gonna F smash after rolling behind.
No,
me.
you could see it unless it's laggy. No, you can definitely see it. He definitely dropped shield and then dropped shield.
You can, but I would not expect in that situation. But nonetheless, yes, taking game 2 pretty solidly. You know, BTraytor put on a little bit better of a show that second game there. Definitely had some extra room to pull out the minecart, to pull out the cannonballs, and to get the side beater up and running. But yes, just getting the space that he needed to wall out Bowser Jr. and getting the hits and kind of converting off his stocks a little bit sooner.